Today, thought our guys came out with the right mindset. With the shorter week, here late in the season, we took some adjustments to the schedule just a little bit. About five minutes less of practice time, but I thought we got good speed. Guys were flying around. Still had some good competitive opportunities, and I thought today was a good day. So proud of the guys for their approach. Still some details we got to clean up, some things we got to make sure that we're on point with as we get closer to game day. Yeah, we're expecting both of them to be available. It's unique how things played out with the schedule. I was there. There's some similarities. Last week and things that just offensively and defensively that are going to carry over. And I'm sure they've talked to the coaches at Louisiana and the way of attack. Anything that they gain from the game, that they're probably going to pass along. So we're aware of that, and we had a plan and have a plan for it. So we're good.
You've seen Wes Phillips out here the last 2 days. Is there hope you might be able to practice a little more in the bowl? Do you think maybe be a little available for that game?
He's going through his rehabilitation process, and we're not sure on his clearance of all those things. But we'll see how that goes.
I see the class that you had. Just tell us what they kind of meant to this.
It's a special group, a group that experienced a lot of change. There were good times, and there were some real challenges that they had to work through and overcome. Over the last few years, and I'm just grateful for them. The experience that they have gained is something that's going to change the rest of their lives, because no matter what comes up in throughout their lives of being men, being husbands, being fathers, working in the real world, whether it's in the National Football League or getting a job beyond that, they're going to have confidence that they can overcome all things. And this has been a group that will be remembered and needs to be remembered for what they've done and just the consistency that they've shown in trying to get better and being better, and then being able to get this program back on track to where we need to be heading. And they played a critical role in that, and they had to make the choice. There's a lot of decisions that they could have made that would have taken probably a much easier path, but when you grow through it, you can prove you can get through it, and they've done that.
A couple of guys at least have been through 3 different coaching staffs.
It's remarkable. It's not something that anybody when they choose a school that they think is even going to happen, but it did. And you take. I remember my first year here. There had been 3 head coaches and I want to say 8 different coordinators in a couple of year period of time. That's hard on any individual. You think about that much change, and these guys, they stuck through, and we tried to be as consistent as we could be as a coaching staff. Setting a standard, being able for them to understand the values of what we were going to live by and the identity of what we want for this football team. And what I love is it's now theirs. They're the ones that we talk about the standard. We set the expectation for what that is. They live it out. And when newcomers come into the program, high school, freshmen, whatever, transfers, they're a part of helping bring them along. And I think that's why we're seeing some of these guys that have been able to come in and achieve, because it's not just waiting on hearing a coach say something. They also have players that believe it and are doing a great job leading in it.
Coach, what will your schedule look like on Thursday for the players?
It's going to be as normal of a Friday as we can. Today's a Wednesday for us, and so we're going to stay on track. For it, we'll have our morning practice. Then guys will have the afternoon. Basically lunch afternoon. I know there's going to be some coaches that you're going to have players to their house for Thanksgiving. Then on Thursday night, we actually will what is our normal night before team dinner, or travel dinner. We're just going to have the whole team there, and so they can all take a part of our victory walk with the past players. They can all be a part of that dinner that night, and then we'll head into game day. So,
what was the reaction when we got moved to Friday? And how do you like that?
Well, it got brought up. I want to say, I can't remember. maybe early summer or late spring of the possibility. And this game is a game that deserves attention. It's a game that deserves the recognition, for what it stands for, what it means. So to be on Friday night, national television, I love it. I mean, it's I think it's a grand stage for a grand game, and we're definitely honored to be able to take part of it, and just looking forward to the atmosphere. I think our fan base is pretty fired up to have this one at home.
Coach Atkins was one of the 15 announced as a semi-finalist for the Royals Award. Just what has he done this year that just really kind of stood out?
Well, I mean, it's just great leadership. I mean, all the things that he does and brings from a technique, fundamental, development with his players, with this offense. I mean, he's been remarkable, and we've got seen all of our. I mean, you look at the three phases of the game. I mean, all those guys are deserving. What Adams and the defensive staff has done. John, JP, and the job he's done with special teams. I mean, all of them have done a great job. I mean, Alex has. He has done just a remarkable job with that room, and now taking on a bigger role with the offense in general. You see his impact, and I'm just so happy for him and that he's getting that recognition because it's definitely well earned and well deserved.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys.
Coach. Okay, we'll have Adam Fuller in the middle, JP will be on the side.